How about some Week 4 storylines? Steve Smith, obviously one of the biggest ones, facing his former team as the Panthers come to town to take on the Ravens. Smith leads the Ravens with 18 catches, and his 290 receiving yards ranked 7th in the NFL.
I just want to get the game over with and move on, to be honest. You know, in a different, I'm in the AFC, and I think that was a great decision. That was a brainiac decision by me. You know, it was a well-thought-out plan, more than I even thought when I was going through the process. So I think it works well.
You want more storylines? We've got more storylines. Aaron Rodgers looks to bounce back in Week 4 as the Pack take on Jay Cutler and the Bears. Chicago has lost 7 of its last 8 to their division rivals, while Green Bay has not started 0-3 on the road since dropping its first 4 in 05.
I think just second in the offense and just seeing how Trust calls game and how important ball security is and turnovers are, it's definitely evolved, and it's definitely in the forefront of my mind. Let's punt it. Our defense is playing well, and Trust is going to call up more shots for us. We're going to get more opportunities.
I think our receiver group is getting better. I think our offense is needs to get going, and it starts with me. So, everything that happens on offense ultimately is my responsibility.
3 undefeated teams left in the NFL. The Eagles are one of them. They're trying to get to 4-0, taking on the 49ers this weekend. San Francisco looking to avoid back-to-back home losses for the first time since 2010.
Now, I'm not comfortable with anything if we don't start very well. So we don't ever sit there and say, "Hey, we won the game, so let's not address what's going on." But I also think sometimes you also have to give credit to the other team.
First halves have been decent for us, and then we come back out the second half, and whether it's one play here or one play there, but just completely. Together as a team, we haven't played a complete game.
A tale of 2 teams, according to the half. Look at the Niners scoring big time in the first half. The Eagles not so much. Then it's flip-flopped. In the second half, the Eagles on fire, the Niners in trouble. Big time. Let's send it over to Amber and the guys. Amber, take it easy on them. Ice up, fellas.
You're going to need to ice up, son, in a minute.
I was just icing up. All right, so time for a hashtag battle. We ask you guys, who needs a win more on Sunday? Is it the 49ers or is it the Packers? 2 1-2 teams that were expected to be powerhouses in the NFC. Let's start with you, Willie. Which one?
Yeah, we both expected these teams to be doing a little bit better than what they are. But I'm going to say the 49ers. And the reason why I say the 49ers is because they got all the pieces in place. And defensively, we expect them to be a lot tougher and see some different things if we've been watching. 3 new pieces at the defensive back situation. Teams have been taking advantage of this secondary, scoring touchdowns, not a lot of big plays, long plays, but a lot of passing touchdowns in that secondary. The other thing is not a lot of pressure. Only 4 sacks in 3 games.
Yeah.
I guess the medium is around the high point with far sacks is like 10.
Right.
You're missing a couple of good players up front.
Yeah, how are they going to stop the Eagles? I mean, that's going to be the question.
Yeah, big question. And I agree with you on the Niners. It's definitely them. And really everyone says, oh, they were 1-2 last year. Right. But every point that you just mentioned was about that defense. That defense is different than last year. So you can't rely on that defense to pull you out of the dumps. But I want to go in-house. How close is this team to maybe an internal explosion where there's smoke, there's fire? We've all heard the cliche saying. And the truth is, there's been a lot of rumblings about disagreements from players to coach, coach to executives, executives to coach. So, listen, if you end up
talking about trading the coach.
Well, not exactly. So if you end up 1-3 in this division trying to catch what now is Arizona and Seattle, not only are you in a hole to win your division, what happens to the inner turmoil of the team?
You know what else is staggering? In 3 football games, in the second half, the 49ers have only scored 3 points in 3 games. Yeah. They got to finish games and play better in the second half.
Starts with Colin.
All right, well, let's see what the fans say. 64% say it is the 49ers
they agree, Willie.
that need a bigger win. So I guess Aaron Rodgers saying, just relax.
Yeah,
he had a point
spelled it out
there.
for us. Yeah.